morning, Shrine University. You are tuned into So Sadie, What's Up with Science? Our topic for today that we'll be covering is an illness that is sweeping over South America, East Asia, and West Africa. I'm talking about trematodiasis. That is trematodiasis. So, stick with me and I'm going to tell you all that you need to know about it and how you can prevent it. Now I know what you're thinking. What on earth is trematodiasis? Well, since you asked, trematodiasis is a foodborne illness caused by different types of flukes, specifically lung, liver, and intestinal flukes. Which brings us to a new question, what on earth are flukes? Well, flukes are a parasitic flatworm belonging to the class Trematoda, hence the name trematodiasis. These buggers are internal parasites of mollusks and vertebrates. They have a complex life cycle in which they rely on a host for survival. While this is not a well-known illness, it is causing a lot of pain and suffering in some places of the world. Now, before going into the effects of trematodiasis, I want to cover the life cycle and how exactly they infect humans and other furry animals. The life cycle of trematodiasis is a complex one, yet the pathway is really simple. It starts with infected fecal matter meeting a body of fresh water. Once in the water, the parasitic eggs will develop into merycidium, or free-swimming larvae. Once the merycidium has been released into the water, they'll go and infect a little host, typically a snail. In the safety of the snail, they will quickly grow into cercia, which will then be released back into the body of water. Finally, they'll infect a bigger host in which they will reproduce inside them, and then the cycle starts all over again. While their first host is typically a snail, their second host can vary depending on the type of flukes. For some, their next host is a fish or crustaceans, while others will reside in aquatic vegetables. But the main question you are asking is how does it enter and affect humans? Well, through food. Humans and other fish-eating animals can eat uncooked infected fish or crustaceans, giving the fluke an easy way into the human host. The flukes will use their sucker mouths to attach to the walls of the mammal's host organ. The mammal is the final host of the flukes and will remain until treatment is administered. Once in the final host, the symptoms can vary depending on the type of fluke and the number of worms living in the organs. A general overview of the symptoms consists of a slight fever, which can lead to a severe fever and severe pain within the abdomen. Since they are different flukes, they each cause a different effect in the host. For intestinal flukes, living in larger bile ducts and gallbladders can cause inflammation of the bladder, fibrosis, blockages, colic pain, and judence. This often leads to liver fibrosis and anemia. For liver flukes, residing in the smaller liver bile ducts will result in inflammation and fibrosis of nearby tissue. If it's left untreated, this infection can result in bile duct cancer. For the lung flukes, the infection can often be mistaken for tuberculosis. Similar symptoms of the two illnesses include coughing up blood, chest pain, and fever. And on top of all of that, these flukes can migrate, causing even more severe symptoms, often resembling a brain tumor. Without treatment, these parasites can get the best of your body. According to research done by J. Kiesner and J. Udsinger, 79.8 million people are at risk for infection. These infections often lead to disability and death, impacting not only those infected but those around them. Luckily, through WHO, the World Health Organization, has been developing activities to help prevent and protect the citizens affected by trematodiasis. Some preventions set in place by WHO include althemenics, which are anti-parasitic drugs that stun or kill the parasite without harming the human host, allowing prevention to occur on a larger scale. WHO has also been working on strategies to eliminate the parasite from the population while mapping the endemic areas so they can help prevent the movement of the parasite. Now, to prevent trematodiasis in your neck of the woods, simply make sure your fish is fully cooked and don't let your dogs and other fluffy pets simply eat the dead fish that they find when they go on walks by the river. Keep a close eye on them and you will be good. Now I leave you with a quote from Charles Darwin himself. Each living creature must be looked at as a microcosm, a little universe formed of a host of self-propagating organisms, inconceivably minute and as numerous as the stars in heaven. I'm Sadie, my lady, signing off. Have a good day, Shiner.